Welcome to Community Views, Community Voices. I'm Suzanne St. John Crane, Executive Director of Create TV San Jose. And in studio with me today is Karen Crocker Snell, the board member for San Jose Public Library Foundation. A board member. I'm sure there's more than one, right?
Yes, there are many of us.
It's a team.
It's a team effort.
Absolutely. Well, welcome, Karen.
Thank you so much for having me
today. So talk to us a little bit about what the mission and sort of what the core sort of services of the foundation. What do you all do?
Sure. Well, the San Jose Public Library Foundation was established in 1987 as a nonprofit organization to assist the San Jose Public Libraries. And at its core, what we strive to do is to provide financial support, innovative services and initiatives at the libraries, as well as advocacy.
Wonderful. So specifically, sort of what do we see at the different libraries that perhaps the foundation is behind in terms of programs?
It's a great question. So many of the viewers might be familiar with the bond that was passed back in 2000, the $212 million bond that enabled San Jose to both renovate and build a number of libraries throughout the city. And we've seen those come online in the last 10, 12 years. It's been amazing. So the bond monies provided the actual construction for these buildings, which is wonderful, which we need very much so. The city provides the operating costs. What the foundation does is provide the technology, the furniture, and the book collections. Right. So we like to think of it as what the foundation enables is really to bring those buildings, those libraries, to life with what happens inside.
You know, and as a San Jose resident, I live down the street from the one on Hillsdale. I think it's the Camden or Cambrian.
Sure.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Yes.
And just state of the art. So, you know, anyone in San Jose who's been in one of the libraries built in the last 10 years, I mean, it's you understand the importance and the value and in terms of what the foundation has really done to bring those to life.
They really become kind of a gem of the community. Many of them, as you've seen, are connected with a community center. Some of them actually have, you know, large community centers attached with them, not just meeting rooms, but actual full community centers attached to them. So they're really about a community gathering place and a place where a community can not only learn but grow and really thrive.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Talk to us about the Library Branches campaign the foundation is undertaking.
Yes, so this is very exciting. In fact, 2013 is a very exciting year for us because 4 new libraries will be opening within the first 6 months of the year. And then the final library from that bond campaign or the bond initiative that I mentioned earlier, work has been started on that, and that's the Southeast Library.
Which ones are coming online this year?
Great question, and I have some notes here because I want to make sure I get this right because a lot of members in the communities, I've been anxiously awaiting these libraries and wanting to know when they're coming online. So 7 Trees in January.
Excellent.
Bascom in February, and what's very exciting about Bascom as well is this is a brand new library in that part of the community. Right. So that is so exciting. And in addition, as I was talking about before, there is a community center attached to it, and that community center was opened back in the summer. So that's been up and running. And people have just been waiting for that library to come online, and it will at the end of February.
Wonderful.
Then Educational Park in May, and then Calabasas in June. And as I mentioned, the last and final library will be the Southeast branch, where work has begun and the opening date is TBD.
So the Branches campaign is to help sort of support those, or?
Exactly. So you've got the buildings built, and when the doors open, you need stuff inside them, right?
Sure,
you need the chairs that you sit in, you need the technology, you need the book collection. So the campaign around those branches is to raise funds for what that library is going to look and feel like inside.
Got it.
And then also, you know, the programs, some of the literacy programs that take place in libraries, whether they're ongoing or for a specific period of time, the foundation can really contribute and fund those types of programs.
So briefly, it sounds like that's certainly a way that folks can support. Other ways that people can support the foundation and our local libraries?
Definitely. Well, I would always say, you know, the donations and the contributions are significant, particularly with these new ones that are coming online,
Right.
because they're going to need everything from the ground up, you know, to get up and running, to really feel good inside, and for people to be able to be comfortable and have the book collections that they want, and the technology. As you know, technology is changing at
Huge.
you know
Yes.
lightning fast speed.
Oh, do
and
we?
we've got to keep up with
Yeah.
it. So so those contributions are great, and people can do that, you know, cash, credit card, you know,
Sure.
stocks, bequests, however it works for them. We don't take cars. But you know, but we take about
Sure.
everything else, and they can do that by finding us online, or they can do that by going to their local branch, quite frankly, and picking up an envelope and
Sure.
contributing that way. I would also say advocacy. Advocacy is very important, because that is a part of what the foundation does. And you know, write a letter to your city council member and say, you know, if you feel passionate about libraries, let them know that that this is an important part of your community.
That's right.
Because as we all know, city budgets can get tight. You know, and we've seen that happen. You know, in
Yeah.
not the so distant past here. You
Absolutely.
know, and so if we want those programs that we value so much to stay alive, our city council members need to know this is something that the community values. So I do encourage people, if you know, another way they can support is through advocacy. And write a letter.
That's a
Pick up the
great
phone.
point, Karen. That is a great point. And just great to learn about the foundation and the work that you all are doing. I know we all in the community look forward to seeing those libraries coming online. So if you would like to participate in supporting the foundation's work and your local library, check out the information on your screen. Get involved, surf through the website, and plug in. Thanks for joining us on Community Views, Community Voices. I'm Suzanne St. John Crane.